Joe, so good to see you.
Good to see you.
Welcome back to Las Vegas.
Oh man, I love Las Vegas. That's my hometown. I have a house there. And, I'm getting ready to play T-Mobile Arena November, so it's incredible. I love this.
I can't imagine you're actually spending a lot of time in Vegas because you're so busy right now.
It's nonstop. I don't mind though. I want to stay busy always.
That's great. Look, when you're on stage, it's very easy to tell what's funny. You're getting that immediate reaction from the audience.
Yes.
When you're on set, how do you know if something's working?
You know what? You don't. You really don't. You got to really trust your gut, and then you have to really trust the director. Like everything is in the director's hands, and you got to trust him. And if he says I got it, then you just go, okay, he's got it. And there were several times where I felt like he didn't have it. I didn't feel like I gave it to him, but he was right. So big shout out to Jay Chandrasekhar.
Was there ever a point when your character in this film was actually going to be called Joe Coy? Because there's a lot of similarities between Joe Coy and Joe Valencia.
The whole movie was based on me, so it was the stand-up comic aspect. We just didn't want to go up as Coy because it just doesn't make it fun to watch. You know what I mean? It wasn't a documentary. We wanted to make a movie, so we had to change my name.
So much of your stand-up is talking about your family and telling stories about them, doing voices. What do you think is more difficult for them to deal with? The stories you're telling about them, or you doing their voices, them going, that doesn't sound like me, Joe, come on.
Yeah, I'm always gonna get that. Even my son says that. I don't talk like that, Dad. It's like, yeah, you do. Yes, you do. This is an embellished version of you, but this is exactly what I hear. So that's the version I'm gonna give.
Your character in the film is so famous for the beer commercial and the catchphrase, let's get the party started, baby.
Yeah.
What's the thing people say when they come up and meet you? What's the line they say?
Joseph. I mean, it's nonstop. And it'll be from far away too. So now I got to look around and who said it. So it's like, Joseph.
And then what is your response? Is your immediate response to do the voice back to them?
Oh no, I just acknowledge, I get it. Like people just want to meet me and they want to find some type of icebreaker, but it's I got to realize that it's like, hey, that's one of those phrases that people love. So I got to remember that all the time and not get mad about it.
You've been doing this for a long, long time. I'm so curious to know, what's the biggest difference that you see in comedy now versus 1989 when you started?
What I see now is a really big push for stand-up comedy now. When I was doing it, there was nobody doing stand-up. It was like you could name the comics, and that was it. And then all the guys that were working in the comedy clubs, you really didn't hear about because there was no social media to put them out there. So if you weren't on the Tonight Show, people didn't really know who you were. So, but now with IG and TikTok and Facebook, everyone's got like a shot, a winning chance, at stand-up. So, yeah, and then YouTube, you know what I mean? A lot of people are going to YouTube to get their content out there. So I love that, you know what I mean? So you get a variety and everyone gets to be heard without having to wait for someone to give them a chance.
What do you think is the best piece of advice that you got early on in your career that you still take with you every time you step on stage?
Oh man, there's so many I got. There's 3 comics. Corey Holcomb. I love Corey Holcomb. I used to open for him all the time, and he used to say, I don't know who you are, so you need to tell me more stuff about you. So that's where all these, I was already telling stories, but I needed to be more specific and get more creative with my stories. And then another one was Joe Torre. He said, never be scared of silence. Don't always go for the big applause breaks, because when they're silent, they're listening. And then of course, Cedric the Entertainer. Like whoever's in front of you, if they're smashing, then go out there and smash even harder because you're a headliner. You know what I mean? They paid you the big money. You go earn that big money. Don't just walk through like it's a walk in the park. Kill it. So those 3 really stood out the most.
Joe, I love seeing you crush it. It's always such a pleasure to talk to you, and
Ah,
huge congratulations on Easter Sunday.
thank you so much. I love you, man. I'll see you in Vegas, right?
Yeah, of course, bro.
All
I'd
right.
love to chat with you for longer next time. Let's
Let's
do it.
go.
All right.
Love you, man.
Thanks, bro. Love you.
T-Mobile. Make sure you're there for T-Mobile. We'll do it.
I'll see you there.